guys tie yourselves all up. You're saying you got to take like 3 losses in a row.
Yeah.
On the fantasy football
Because
trail.
I just always remember it being like it was within wins and losses. But then I always remember it like coming down to points. Is the song on?
Yeah. No, the song's not on.
Oh, Maron.
Random advice to people all over the globe.
If it's ever around. It's like be one big hoax.
Looking at new rules. Kickers are back this year. Total quarterback join us weekly. Wednesday night. Live on YouTube and Spotify. Take a good look and you'll see my O is much thicker than the last time I met you. I might have been a little skinnier. My arms a lot thinner, but my pockets were thicker. I know you love it when I say the year. Those came through in the clutch with a 5, but the verdict is now she wasn't a winner. Cause the goal just started to lose its glimmer. In the end, the chicken head turned out to be a chicken dinner. But the cranberry seats and the Lexus are still looking juicy. You know that thing come with a Gucci, with a loser booty. She had a few screws loose. The screws were a little rusty. She should have trusted me. Now she's crying, making a big stink. Cause a mink and
Is it worth me listening to it, Jay? Is he making fun of me?
No.
Is he making fun?
No. It just got real intense, real quick.
All right. I'll listen to it. I'll listen to the podcast.
Let's just say it's different than it was.
Oh, okay.
Well, if
What style did you choose, Tamala? What genre?
Well, it's funny because I was trying to change it, and I didn't start this until about 8:53. So plenty of time. And I tried to change it to a Christmas style. That was the only change.
Nailed it.
And it was a remix, and it did more of a hip hop remix.
Okay.
Slightly more of a hip hop.
I'll listen to it. Like I said, I can't hear it, but I think you guys do kind of. Josh,
So
a little bit.
This is
the birds aren't real.
This is the Fantasy Trail. I am Matt, along with Mike and JT. This is season 10, episode 16-ish.
Sure.
That's about right.
Something like that. Yeah, boys. Round 2 of the playoffs. One of you is there, and one of you is not, and one of us never was. So,
but in the consolation bracket, and we were describing this before we came in, Matt is in an interesting situation. He said, he could, of course, lose all 3 games and, potentially be the trophy. But I almost always recall it tangling and tying up, and with that many points, it just doesn't seem likely, but not impossible.
Yeah, I think that's right. If you look back to last year, there was a team that went into it 2-0, but no team ended it 2-0. So it did come down to the points last year. In fact, there were 3 teams tied at 2-1 when I looked at it. So
then that would require one team. Wait, that would require one team to be 0-3 then.
That was correct, and that was Casey last year. So what a flip, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I have it. I guess we'll look at it a little bit, but I got a tough matchup this week, so I'm quickly looking at 0-2.
Yeah, a tough matchup last week. Did you see those scores?
Yeah.
All right. Well, do we want to get right into it here? Recap, or I vote that we do the recap and then we go on to your waiver report.
Okay.
That makes sense. I mean, Tamala, I know your little intro kind of covered it, but it's really interesting if you look back at our even halfway rankings or beginning of the year stuff. And when you look at where the schedule was, I think if you would have predicted which of the 3 of us fell into those 3 categories, it wouldn't have been the 3 places we ended up. I certainly didn't think I'd make the playoffs, let alone the second round. So,
yep.
Do we call it the conference championship?
I
think we do. I think we do.
A bit generous.
I think we do. A conference. We're in the conference championship round. We'll start referring to it as that.
Okay.
Something start. You start talking about it like this, and
so
everyone follows.
Do we want to cover the consolation bracket first?
Yeah, I think that's right.
All right. So first up, we have Jake taking on the Michael Thomas. Jake, quite the beatdown. He puts up a 132, and Michael was only able to put up a 91. Now, Michael was let down. Burrow, only 5.5 points.
Yeah, I mean, Chase had a decent game for him, and I know that was his first pick, and it's one of the things that he says, my first pick didn't play well, and he had it this week, but it looks bad everywhere else. But you look at the top of Jake's lineup too.
Yeah, but you know what's interesting? I mean, you look at his bench. He's got 33 from the Broncos quarterback, 25 from Waller, which would have with 22-point swing. So that, that's 50 points. I mean, 45 points right there, which would have given him the win.
So what thing I like? Go ahead, Jake.
I was just saying, it's also really wild to see a quarterback get a 5 and then his star receiver to get a 24.
It does seem wrong to some.
Like, I get it, but it's also very strange. Like, the team didn't score and the guy got a 24.
Just got a lot of receptions, that's all.
Well, receptions and yards.
Looking at this, I miss giving him points for the defense. There is a chance I did miss that. I don't see an adjustment in there. I'm gonna have to go back and do that.
For Jake.
Yeah, for Jake here. Yeah, I did, because the Rams won.
All right. Again, putting Michael further behind for potential trophy.
Yeah, so it was a little bit more of a beatdown than we thought. Apologies,
and
Jake.
one thing I want to point out about Jake is, and maybe it's just in general, the 6 field goals from Seattle here.
Yeah,
I mean, unbelievable. And by the way, won the game with 6 field goals. I would question. I'm not to say that it's never happened. Not in my memory.
Hit a bomb to win the game too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Game winning. But I mean, 26 points from the kicker might be something we look at. I might bring this up when we look at kickers again next year.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's been more of those games this year than I can ever remember. There has been just dominating kicking performances left and right. Like 20 for a kicker used to be impossible. It feels like at least one team per week.
You're saying that they're getting it because of the yards? Or the frequency? Or you're not sure?
Not enough to push it to this degree? I don't know. It's only like fractional amounts more. Like, it'd be a 4. Now it's a 4.7. Mm-hmm. Like, I guess if you do that times 5 and it's 7/10 every time, you're getting another 3 to 4 points. But I don't know. It doesn't seem as uncommon. Offenses are scoring a lot, and they're just kind of taking points where they can. I'm looking at Jake's bench, though, because he and I were texting about this back and forth. He is bamboozled as can be by DJ Moore, and he is a fascinating game log. If you look at it, he only has 5 games out of 15 weeks that he scored in double digits, and 3 of those were 24, 23, and 23. And every time that happens, Jake plays him, and then the next week he's absolutely catastrophic.
And it does seem like you've got to wait it out like 3 weeks to get it.
Yeah, you build it up like a punch card. It's
really not like they're close to each other. I have it brought up right here, and I just want to clarify, like, it isn't close to each other. Like, he'll get a 24, and then he'll get a 0 in a game that he played in, a 1, you know what I mean, a 3, and then a 23. Like, and that's when you pull them out, right?
Yeah. And then you look at Michael's squad, and his bench could start. And if he was starting the season, you go, man, Godwin, Egbuka, Harrison Jr., the Broncos QB, Waller. Those are all guys that would start.
Yeah.
And suddenly, I mean, he's got less players on his bench. His bench outscored his starters.
Yeah. I mean, it's picking the right ones. It's going to be tough.
Yeah. There are two teams this year that have just been absolutely snake bitten, and I wish them the best of luck in not having to pay to have that trophy engraved. Because nobody likes that.
How did Kymir DK end up playing over Godwin, Harrison, and Egbuka and Waller? That's what a world we're in.
Absolutely. All right. Next up, I lose to Joel and Parker, 174 to 177.
If this wasn't a playoff matchup, this was absolutely like, in front of me, I buried the lead. If this was a real playoff matchup, absolutely epic. Absolutely epic. Sucks us in the constellation bracket, man.
Yeah, interesting time for your team to show up tomorrow.
Well, and you know what it was? You know why I lost? My defense. I didn't get the 5-point
Yeah.
adjustment.
Well, I mean, that's what it came down to.
Oh, yeah, blowing that game on the Thursday.
If the Bucks had pulled it out against Atlanta,
yeah,
and I got that 5-point adjustment, I would have got the win.
And I think, and Tamala, just to look at it, again, that's the Monday morning quarterback. I think that was a good play.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think they play that game. I think they play that game 10 times. I think the Bucks win at 8.
I wouldn't have gotten it with after the first quarter. I'm like, damn, I should have played the Patriots defense.
Sure.
I wouldn't have won with the Patriots defense either.
No, and honestly, there is no coaching that you could have done differently. Like, you coached a perfect game, and you got a great score. You just happened to run into literally one of the bigger weeks ever that has lost this year.
Yep.
Yeah. And like I said, tomorrow would have been absolutely epic.
Main reason was the main man, Trey McBride, the number 1 tight end in the game, who's been a monster and put up a 37.4.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
13 targets, 12 catches. Oh,
dude.
What a fantasy.
Getting everyone.
And then, like I said, Josh Allen, I'm like,
good potential first-round draft pick next year. Late first-round draft pick.
Wasn't playing that great, but neither was Allen. I'm like, okay, as long as they're match for match.
Yep.
And then Lamar started playing a little bit better. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll gain some points. And then Allen just went off.
Comes through, man. Yep.
Yeah. Can't say made me sad.
I was, real. And then, Aaron Jones, I think he got 7.
It was close there for a minute.
First half,
oh, yeah.
Like, ooh.
Yeah, man. I gotta admit, I was a little less comfortable after seeing what the final result needed to be for Jones. I was like, oof, he's a walking quad injury. All he needs is 1 carry and he's out.
Yeah. And then, they were like, oh, McCaffrey was having some soreness and he was out of practice, I think, on Friday.
Yep. Popped up on the report.
That might be good for me, and didn't turn out. But
they made a couple last minute moves. I mean, threw in Wandale for Bam Knight at the absolute last second. And that would have been a win for you.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. That would have been it.
Yeah. But I mean, that's a smart play.
It's the right play, but you're looking at it going, man, they could have not made that move. They could have put Wandale in for Worthy and kept Bam Knight in. Each of those lose it for him.
Yeah.
Made all the right moves. Both you guys did. And like we said, this is all gonna most likely, I can't guarantee anything. I just always remember tangling up, and I just don't see any. It'd be rough for Jake or Michael to catch you. Is all I'd say. If it tangles up, no guarantee.
Yeah, best case for Joel and Parker, but yeah, I agree, Tamal. I think that you just need to get a win here, and then you're right back in it by leaps and bounds. Just you're staying away. I think you're staying away from where you need to stay away from.
All right. So we're going to talk about your matchup next. But first, before we do that, I do want to say, Joel and Parker put up the 177. I put up the 174. Rachel actually puts up the 179. The high score of the week actually would have gone.
It was Casey.
To Casey with a 186.
This is in my breakdown.
Oh, okay. And then
all right.
Collin did put up a 145. So Rachel,
and I'm not even sure they said Carolina.
Actually, I said 179. It's actually 180. 180 to 86. Scarano, is that your worst score of the year?
No. Last week was much worse than
that. JT and I were having a discussion that Brian's year this year was an epic. The wheels fall off. We were so high and then so low. And maybe that is the case, but I'm right behind him. I mean, I'm right there. You start looking at these past 4 weeks. It's been unbelievable. 3 weeks. Unreal. Just an epic, absolute failure. Every single one of my guys is underperforming.
It's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty crazy.
Every single guy, every single one is just underperforming. Look at single digits, all the way down.
Tony Pollard did get rate for you. He was 6 points above projection.
Listen, I'll tell you what, and if Brian is listening, Brian, just maybe listen for a little bit, because I'm sure when we talk about next week's matchup, we might have a little bit to talk about here. But, and I'll play him next week. I'm willing to kind of, roll the dice and give things a try. But this is just an unbelievable wheels fall off. And if we want to look at Rachel, Trevor Lawrence gets a 50. I'm sorry, Jaguars team all-time QB. I know she's really a stickler on this one. A 50? Are you kidding me? And Patrick Mahomes gets a 12. Unreal. Yeah. Unreal. Diggs, who goes off the last time, single digits. McConkey, single digits. The guy Gesicki, who got 20 last week, single digits. Justin Jefferson, single digits.
Mike, I got trivia. Two trivia questions for you. Ready?
All
right. For Team QB for the Jacksonville Jaguars, how many times, if you remove last week, did he score or they score above 24?
I can't click on it, right?
No, can't look.
3.
1. Okay.
Just the one.
No, not including last week. There was 1. Okay.
And is 24 like the magic number on that one? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, 24 is like
there aren't like a whole bunch of 23s or something like that I'm missing. Like it.
There's a 27, a 23, a 22, a 21, a 21, a 20, a 20. Like that's it.
So Rachel, I see that you saw Brian was listening, and all I would like to offer to Brian is, and I'm just having him text me, we can just throw it in the group chat. Just the deal where last year with Collin and I, that him and I could continue to play for the next 2 weeks for a pick swap, if the person chooses to swap picks after the selection.
I mean, that right now it's a steal for Brian.
Yeah, Brian, look, we're talking about the wheels fall off. I mean, your team was there, but I mean, like, I do almost think that as of right now, mine is worse. And so I do think it'll be interesting. It'll be please tell them it'll be the combination of this upcoming week and the championship week. So we'll both be in it for the entire time.
Mike, if you put Jacksonville QB against Jonathan Taylor, Ladd McConkey, Stephon Diggs, Mike Gesicki, Justin Jefferson, Devonta Smith, and Michael Pittman, you would have lost.
Yeah. And by the way, some of these guys, you're looking at it now and you're saying to yourself, well, they're not that good. They're not that good. Some of these guys were absolute studs at some point in the year. And Jay and I were bringing that up, and I'm sure Jay's working on his final show about how it's kind of attached to certain teams. And these teams have become a train wreck. And that's what you're really looking at. So are we looking at the Colts? Are we looking at
all right, but Mike, yes, the Colts. And I think that your willingness to stick with them, even with Rivers and stuff, like it's a tough one. Not that you had a lot of other things, but you can't even say that as much about the Vikings because they put up 34.
Well, then why just okay? An absolute stud blue chip receiver.
Well, but he hasn't been. Like he hasn't been. And the team has won a few games and put up points, and he's not getting the ball. So the real question is,
yeah, I mean, his game log was, 4.2, 3.1, 2.4, 8.8, 11.1, 7.7.
Jay's going to bring this up. By the way, this is in the show. I can tell he's already doing research. He'll deny it right here. But I can tell right now, this is one that you have your eye on.
It's the roller coaster, man. I mean,
I agree.
It has to be one of the stranger, non-injury related drop-offs for a guy that's still in his prime.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like I have a difficult time not playing my first round, not even having him as a flex option.
I mean, you could justify.
I'm probably going to play him next week.
You could justifiably bench Jefferson.
Yes, I can. But I think I am going to play him next week. I know.
I get it, but
I mean, at this point,
I don't have anything great sitting in there.
You got to play your studs, and he's hoping for the big game.
Yeah.
I would argue that it has to be one of the biggest playoff beatdowns we've ever seen.
I agree completely. I would actually say the other game is pretty close here. Not quite.
I mean, Mike, your Bears defense. At least you got that right.
I mean, yeah, yes, and I picked it up. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Tough way to go out.
By the way, just to clarify for the listening members, the week before I was in a matchup in one league where if I won, I was in the playoffs. Lost. In my other fantasy league, lost. I am out of fantasy football unless Brian takes my little deal here, Cuzzy. So get to work on this for me if you can.
So what you're saying is it's not like a fluke that you're out. It's
Yeah, it's you.
I don't know. You know what, Tamala? In my other league, I actually drafted Hampton and Janiti in the one I needed to win in. So I don't know, man.
that worked out great.
So well for you, did it?
Where you are,
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, on the other side of it, Rachel's got to be thrilled to have Bowers get an 8 and to not pick the right defense and to get a bust from Boswell. She still put up a 180. I mean, I know you're not going to get that game out of the Jaguars QB, you would imagine, every week, but her team just looks solid. She's getting contributions from Olave all of a sudden. Tracy Jr. looks like a really good steal now at the end of the year with Scatabo out. Bijan continues to be awesome. A little bit more from A.J. Brown. She's got a little bummer news with the Devonta thing.
Devonta won, yep.
But
and the Bowers and the Raiders just being such a disaster.
She's got people to put in, though.
Yeah.
Yep. So I know he didn't set his lineup because he wasn't playing anyone. But if Collin had lost because he didn't play Pitts,
would he have played Pitts though? I don't think he would have.
Probably not. But
no, I really don't think so. If you go back and look, like maybe a 15-15 before that, 2 good games, but before that, 4 straight games below 10, 4 straight games below 8. Like,
isn't he on a contract here?
Yeah, but
I think he is
on your team all year. Like, you know how much that would have hurt?
Yeah, I guess. Would it have hurt if you never thought about playing him? Fannon's been better.
Fannon is ranked 8th. Just to clarify, this is even after that week.
Yeah, Fannon's been better.
Pitts is now ranked 3.
Well, but come on, it's such a skew.
It's with a 40. It's with a 45. All right,
a 46. Come on, get out of here. Just wild.
All right.
I will say this. I will say that over the past couple weeks, it's been 15-15 and then the 45.
Yeah, okay. But even with that, if you combined his last 5 weeks together, it's not the
but then it goes single digits for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. It goes single digits for 5 weeks. Yeah, awesome. Cuzzy, did you wake him up for that?
She felt so bad for you being out of fantasy, she woke him up.
Cuzzy, if you did, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Just talk to him, Rachel, and just make sure that he knows if he doesn't listen that it's 2 weeks. So we're gonna combine the scores.
Mike, you're acting like you don't have this guy's phone number.
I do. I know.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll text you.
You don't have to use Rachel as a conduit.
Last matchup was JT defeating Brian 149 to 102. And this was the real reason for waking Brian up, so we could talk about his matchup.
Yeah, let's be honest. Interesting, the first show he misses to go to sleep. I wonder why. That's strange.
Yeah, and JT, you put up a 149 with a 0 from your tight end.
I can't tell you how angry I was when I had 3 tight ends, right? And I was doing the whole juggle thing. I would not have played Parkinson. I wasn't going to do it. I'm not going to pretend I would have. But I made a last minute, and I mean 12:58 move, a 12:58 move to take out Warren to put in a guy that did not touch the ball. Like, if I had lost because
he was,
that,
I'll say this though, Jay, he was all over any of your media outlets. Likely was a big one.
Bengals are awful against tight ends.
Yeah,
He's been good lately. Lamar looked better. Like all this, everything pointed towards that being the move, and he never touched the ball. And then Parkinson ends up with a freaking 25. And
do you consider Parkinson maybe more of an option with Adams being out? Maybe. I mean,
I currently have him in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not looking at that right now. There you go.
I have him in. Now, Warren only got a 5 or whatever, so it's not like it would have killed me. But oh man, for a minute there when the game was a little more up in the air, I was sweating. Everything kind of flipped when the Bills flipped because Jimmy Cook started scoring like crazy, and then Flowers caught a touchdown, and next thing I knew, I was like, okay, I'm starting to pull away a little bit. Barn had a great game.
Yeah, and you have. I mean, even though he was on your bench, you have to feel good that Evans was involved.
Evans, and I think if Watson doesn't get hurt, he's doing well. Parkinson looks pretty good. Yeah, bench is not bad. Tyler Warren was perfectly serviceable until now what they got. But I like my team. I don't have a full grasp on my tight end, and I'm not entirely positive on my last flex spot. But otherwise, I feel pretty good about the squad.
But you would be comfortable going with the Parkinson? I mean, I'm just saying, like, with Adams out there, big-bodied receiver,
Listen, Seattle's got a really good defense, so I don't love it. But Parkinson scored above 10 4 out of the last 6 weeks, and one of the other weeks he didn't was a 9.
Huh?
He's fairly consistent. He gets a good bit of targets. He's caught a touchdown 5 of the last 6 weeks, too.
I think it's
getting a lot
I
of
would go
targets
with it. I mean, the way I've been playing, I don't know if you want to, use any of my advice.
Yeah, I'm Costanzaing you.
Now, I will say, and we've said this a couple weeks. So Brian's got a choice with quarterback. Is Daniels going to play? Do they shut him down?
Oh, they did. They shut him down.
They did shut him down?
They shut him down. Yep.
They have, Packers without Micah now. Do they are they a little bit more high-scoring games? Are they throwing a little bit more? And then
maybe he's got 3 to look at.
I think Brian is worrying about it a lot less when a pick swap's on the line. I
don't think it means that much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even sure he'll get out of bed for that one.
See, because now he's going to go put in waiver claims and stuff like this. He didn't realize that there was so much on the line.
Yeah.
All right.
But we'll see.
Last year, Collin forgot, by the way.
All right.
Oh, good.
Offers report.
All right, let's take a look, man.
And this, I'm going to call it the first week of the playoffs, the most impactful waiver claim all year.
The quarterback.
Yeah.
Rachel picked up Jaguars quarterback for $47, about $1 a point.
And it's still got more points than dollars. Incredible.
Then you have Scarano. You picked up Gesicki for 17.
I was just hoping that maybe I saw him play against the Bills and he looked good. And
Bears defense for
that one paid off.
And JT, you picked up Isaiah Likely for 5. There were no counterclaims on any of them.
There you go.
It's interesting that nobody made any moves who I always think that it'd be interesting maybe if Collin or Casey could make one for the week ahead, especially with maybe defenses or something like that, because they'd have the advantage of maybe a favorable matchup. You understand what I'm saying?
Casey's always known for that.
Yeah. He plans things out really. That's right.
Yeah.
So now we're at 2. We're still with 2 teams with 0. Rachel, who had the highest with 47. Let's see, she still has $43 left. And the highest total is still Joel and Parker with $102 left.
There you go.
I don't know. Look, you got to spend we only have 2 weeks here. You may as well spend some of your money. Go have some fun.
All right. So
pay money to make it so someone else doesn't get someone. I don't know. I should have said that.
All right.
All right. What are we looking at here?
You ready for the playoff document? There's not much to go over. I was telling Mike.
Sure. I always enjoy it.
This is one of the things where there's not that much to actually look at. Tamala, I was mentioning before that I kind of, building on last year's one, just looked at from the points perspective and tied it into the outcome of the game just to see. And yours is the real outlier if you look at it here in terms of not winning, but still being so high up on the points. Like everyone else kind of falls within a place. I don't know how much Collin said his lineup. You referred to that, so I don't want to read too much into Collin's score. But for both Collin and I would argue you're like, like we were kind of middle of the pack, and we're moving on. Collin much more justifiably than me.
Well, I was Drake London ruled out of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had him in So I'm sure he would have put someone
Okay.
else in there.
Okay,
So
so there you go.
Tamala, you did
true
something cute
representation.
one time. You took all the guys out or something, didn't you?
That sounds like Tamala.
Yeah,
Uh,
you did
sound
something
like
like that when you had a bye. Bet.
I think the part that is most discouraging for all is seeing the Casey score, right? Like you're just kind of hoping that maybe comes back down to earth. He has just consistently been winning this year with huge points, most points in the league, best record. And here he is in the first round doing it again. Even Rachel with an incredible week doesn't catch up
at
to him.
one point, I want to say he was projected at like 210.
It's definitely not making me feel great. I'm heading against him here this week.
And when we take a look at it, I think we should have like a fun little thing, and I think it should be more you and I, Matt, of if we had to pick a team who didn't have the bye to take a win, who would it be and why? We've got to pick a winning horse, a long shot per se.
Well, yeah, I think we get to the end of this, and we always pick the matchups when it's the final four. So
yeah.
I think that's
you're kind
fair.
of in the game, though. So, picking yourself, picking against yourself. I
mean, that's fine. I'll abstain from that one, but I can pick for the other one, and you guys can pick for both.
Cool. You can pick for yours. I don't care.
I mean, that's fine, too. I'm not gonna sway it either way. But high-scoring week. I think that's the other thing that stood out. Very high-scoring week. 150 is, a pretty good score overall, and I was, fifth? Yeah. So,
yep.
Tamala, Joelle, Rachel, Casey, all these huge scores, and Collin
all in the 170s
above that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
so
high scoring week, but then we did have two teams who couldn't break 100.
Oh, Maron.
I mean, geez, buddy. Sometimes you just let them be.
And then just gambled on that team again, just so you know. Put a couple more chips on the table.
Kicking that dead horse. Heading on down, you mentioned this as well. There's kind of the thing. I'll keep that going just to see where the point totals are. More meaningful next week once we have two games in. This doesn't mean as much, but you get a little win-loss. All of a sudden, Tamala, you're jumping right back up over Jake. I would say I'm sweating a little bit more if I'm Michael.
Yeah.
Yes.
So not too much to cover here this week as we look into it. I think it is fun to look back to last year. Just to see where things were at in both places. Here we were, championship game, obviously going to be different for sure. Third place game, 100% going to be different. The Pick Squat Bowl. Hey, buddy, look at you making it better.
Look at that. Yep, I thought about that. Second year in a row with this.
And then the Constellation Bowl, that's going to be different too. Like Rachel and Brian will both not be involved. The scary part for Michael is that he was in the Engraving Bowl last year. So the only two people that are making the appearance in the same thing are Michael, possibly having engraving again, although I think he did dodge that. And then Scarano, you were in the pick swap last year. Tamala, just giving you a little hope. I know we were mentioning this, but if you scroll down there, you'll see for the consolation bracket, Brian was 2-0, but he ended up 2-1. Start looking at those scores. Look what you had. You beat everybody's score from week 1 and week 2. I know we have kickers. It changes the scores a little bit for sure, but not by that much.
By 50 points.
Yeah.
So that
makes I beat Casey for the 2 weeks combined.
For the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That was probably a kicker. But yeah, just kind of looking back to last year, excuse me. Huge difference. There isn't a lot of massive overlap.
Should we wait for the finals, or would you just click on that just to see what it was?
Sorry, I stopped sharing.
It's all right, man.
I can show it to you. I do have it still in there.
Cool. Just interested.
Yeah, there we go.
But it's
Rachel with an incredibly huge last week ends up defeating Michael, who also had a huge last week to jump up ahead, and Casey kept his craptacular year going and then turns it around entirely. Last year, Casey, worst record, lowest points. This year, best.
It's unbelievable that it switches like that.
It's an incredible flip.
Was he setting his team last year, though, during the playoffs?
Yeah. I mean, I believe he was setting his team during the year and the playoffs.
I swore I remember him winning. That tells you the problem with the pick swap bowl. You don't even remember.
Yeah, man, I've got the data here. You did beat him.
You're right. I'm not denying that.
Yeah.
But I swore I was like, Collin won.
Nope.
Maybe I should have switched.
And that's why you were waiting. You were waiting for him to make the pick swap.
My whole year could have been different.
Could have changed your whole season. Here he is in a bye, and you're sitting.
I was where I wanted to be this year, though. I will say that I was at that 6th spot, which is where the 5th spot, which is where I like being right in the middle. So,
well, plenty still left to go. Do you want to look ahead real quick here?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So, Scarano, we'll start with your matchup. You're taking on Brian, the first of a 2-week matchup.
Yep.
Right now, you're projected to lose by a point.
It's tight. Looks like he has it set. I mean,
Brian is playing the Packers. So it looks like he's all set.
Like he has it set. I have.
Brian currently has 4 defenses.
I am rolling, and I'm rolling with Caleb Williams now. I mean, I'm not going
4
with Gardner Minshew or whatever.
And 3 quarterbacks.
7 of his 18 spots are defenses at quarterback.
Interesting. Jake Ferguson out. Interesting. Kelsey in.
Yep.
With Minshew.
Ooh.
It's interesting.
Yeah, Ferguson's been a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, I got you.
Kelsey's been better. Kelsey's the number 2 tight end.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
That position has been awful.
Yeah. Every year. Oh, it's going to be better this year. There's a lot of young talent, and it just isn't.
I will say this: looking at his numbers, it's better than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, Bowers has been a letdown. Warren has been okay. But a lot of these big name ones outside of McBride, they're just not delivering.
Okay.
All right.
Go get him.
Constellation bracket. Jake is taking on Joel right now. Jake is projected to lose 114 to 139.
He does have a guy in that's a 0.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Joel and Parker now have 3 people at the number 1 spot in their position. That does not speak well to the rest of their roster.
And so it will get a little bit tighter because let's go ahead and put DJ Moore in. No?
You mean, no, that guarantees him a 2.
No, okay. The moment you put him in, we're not there. If we put
really
DJ
think
Moore
about that though. How many fantasy teams out there have the number 1 quarterback, the number 1 running back, and the number 1 tight end and didn't make the playoffs?
Yeah, I think he might also make a move at defense too.
Oh, okay. With the Seattle matchup?
All right.
Yeah. I
put the Texans in there for sure.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
You're good, man. For sure, you put the Texans in there, man.
And I mean, I might put the Lions quarterback in too.
Okay.
So some moves to make. I mean,
some moves to make.
Yeah,
we'll see. He hasn't set his team. I do think he will.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
I do think he will. Does Joel and Parker have any moves here?
Yep. Not
really.
Worthy left. Did Worthy leave because of a concussion? He left the game.
It doesn't look like he has any designation.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe somewhere there, but not a whole ton to put in. I agree.
I mean, and then I just don't. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. The McBride thing is very interesting, though. That is interesting to me. Just like he's the only one who seems to be consistently in the double digits.
Yeah.
All these other tight ends who are ranked really high aren't even anywhere near there.
Yeah, and he's scoring touchdowns this year.
Yeah. And he's got touchdowns this year. All right.
Next up, we have Michael Thomas taking on me. Michael's projected to win 135 to 133.
You got your lineup set?
I do not have my lineup set, although I don't know if I'm going to make any changes.
All right. Maybe in no, I'm not really seeing. The only thing could be. I'll tell you what, your team looks a lot better now that I'm just looking at it now than it was throughout the year, but didn't look like it paid off when it needed to, man.
Genty against Houston. I don't like that matchup.
Okay, so you yank him, but you put ETN up there, giving you an extra flex spot.
Well, I don't love ETN against Denver.
You're gonna play that one.
He's
Yeah,
going to play
I
both
am.
of them. It's not about not playing them.
Well, do I put Hampton in? That's the question.
I wouldn't even think for a second about putting ETN in. You actually start to look at his. Granted, he had one bad week, but
Yeah.
like if you look at, we have a 16 of 15, a 19 of 20, then he got the 5, then another a 21 and a 31.
Yeah.
He's been on an absolute tear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, and I don't think Mike's. Oh well, no, he has Harrison in, so it looks like he's set, and he put Waller in.
Okay.
Yeah. Still
Is
no
that his
Ibuka, still no Godwin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Ibuka, Godwin. Hard to say.
Yeah.
All right.
So look, close. It could go either way. I'm not overly confident about this week.
But if you could pick up one win, I think you're out of the trophy, man.
That's the big one, buddy.
One win, I think you're out. I really
Yep.
do.
All right.
I think your points get you there too.
Next okay.
Now
So
the big time.
In the what are we calling this round?
Conference championship.
Conference championships.
Championship. We have Rachel taking on Collin. Rachel's
Okay.
projected at 145. Collin's projected at 156.
Oof.
On a Saturday game for your Eagles, man.
156 is a huge projection.
That's a
Not
really
only a
high
Saturday
projection.
game, a 5:00 Saturday game.
He gets Drake
5
London
o'clock.
back. At least potentially, it
He's
looks like he
listed-
gets London back.
I'll see if he participated in practice.
And he put Pitts in.
Practiced in a limited fashion. All right.
He put
Put
Pitts
Pitts-
in is amazing. Like, oh my gosh, just what a weird twist. Yeah, what do we got in terms of timings of games? Because this week is odd. So Collin does have the quarterback, and that's it. Oh, excuse me, Jacobs, who is still oddly questionable, but Rachel has put in Jaden Reed, who will be playing on Saturday, and
Okay.
she has AJ Brown. She is also taking out her Lord and Savior, Jacksonville Jags QB, and she currently has in Arizona QB.
What? Cuzzy, I don't know now. Cuzzy, after that week, he hasn't get another start.
At Denver.
WTF,
At
man.
Denver, Mike. I think she might be onto something.
I know, I got you. Tough place to play.
You
And
know,
she
but she
loses
does
Adams.
lose. She also loses Adams.
Adams being down is a big
Adams
one.
is out.
He's been great. He's the
Adams
number
is
6
out.
player at his
I mean,
position.
I think she made the only move that I really would question is just the quarterback move. It looks like she's correct in everything else.
I wonder if Kyle Pitts gets like a 3.
I'd say that's very possible looking at how he's performed. Yeah. Contract year.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! My trivia question. What have I done?
There you are.
I
That's
wouldn't
interesting.
listen.
That's
I wouldn't
interesting.
listen.
That's funny.
I'm sure he'll do great in Denver. The hair has more volume and the lack of oxygen. All right, come on, boys, it's time.
And-
You gotta make the pick.
Oh,
Okay. Here, do we want to listen to the other one before I make? Okay, we'll make the pick. I think Rachel takes this one after
Okay,
such
why?
a strong week. After such a strong week, and I know it was a top-heavy one with Lawrence getting all those points. I don't know. I think she has a strong team. It's like she just beat me, so I'm going to take her on this one.
I'm going to do Rachel a favor, and I'm going to pick Collin.
Oh, okay.
What if there was a point spread and I gave 5
Although
points?
I would feel much better about picking Collin if he wasn't playing Pitts.
Okay.
Wasn't.
Okay.
He wasn't playing Pitts.
I think the true bellwether for Collin, interestingly enough, is Gibbs. And Gibbs is the ultimate roller coaster
Yes.
player because he's good no matter what. But if you listen to these weeks, here has been his season since week 6. 2 touchdowns, 37. No touchdowns, 6. 3 touchdowns, 38. No touchdowns, 19. 3 touchdowns, 55. No touchdowns, 12. 3 touchdowns, 37. No touchdowns, 10. So he has gone woo, 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 woo.
It's almost deceptive, his number 3 ranking.
But I mean,
It's
that
top
means
heavy in some, and then
he's potentially in line for one of the big weeks based on the pattern. But he
Sure.
also is like, he gets them all or he's getting nothing. And he's going against Pittsburgh, who I wouldn't say is like super great.
they're not great.
I have a question. Has Collin ever been in the championship?
I don't think he's ever won it.
Yes, he's been in the championship.
Okay.
The year I won, I beat him.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever won it. I know he's not on the trophy.
I remember we were texting back and forth. I do remember it.
The other 3 are on the trophy.
Yep.
All right. Now, to the next game here.
All right.
Hold on.
I'll tell you what, Rachel, I'd pick you in a second. I wouldn't even think about it if you gave me like a 5-point spread on it. Like,
I pulled up Colin's thing. He has not won a championship. He has 4 top 3 finishes.
Okay.
That's got to be up there near the top for that.
Yep. Always a bridesmaid.
I mean, Rachel has 4 top 3 finishes as well. You knew she had to be up there. Scarano, you gonna think you're gonna be up there at all?
I'm gonna say top 3 finishes, which means you win that playoff round, right?
Yep. Yep. How many do you think you got?
Oh, he's back. Look at this now. Look at this. Collin's in.
Oh man.
Yes.
Oh, look at this. I love
Collin,
this.
this is awesome, man.
This is great.
It's nice to have you, buddy.
Oh wow.
I bet I have 3. I bet you have 3.
You
Answer the
remember.
question, Jay.
What do you think, Mike?
I'm just gonna say 3.
You have exactly 3. You and Casey have exactly 3. So Collin, you and Rachel, I believe, are at the top with 4. Tamala, how many top 3 finishes do you think you got?
2.
4, buddy. You're right up there
See
at the top.
this?
Yeah, not bad, man. And then I'm right there with you, Mike. 3. So a lot of people in the league, 3s and 4s, like we're really equally spaced out.
Kind of building.
First,
Yeah, I was about to say you're kind of
going first, Chip. Casey, what? I mean, do we really want that idiot to be in charge of the plaque again?
I mean, I don't want him on it again. So okay, so that brings us to JT's game.
All right.
All right.
Dead even right now, according to projections.
JT against Casey. JT's projected at 142.19. Casey's projected 142.68.
All right. Things I don't like. CeeDee Lamb is sick. Things I don't like. Puka getting a million targets with no Devonta Adams. Things I don't like. Having Jackson Smith and Jigba, Colby Parkinson, and I don't know what the heck to do with my defense for Thursday night. I have 3 guys Thursday night. That is a terrifyingly large amount put in that basket. Then I have a Sunday night guy with Patriots and Flowers and Henry. I have 3 guys Sunday night. Like, that's just, I don't like it. 3 guys Thursday.
Jamal would be benching these guys. He doesn't even mess around.
Don't you like the fact that the Seahawks can target Puka without having to worry about Adams?
Yes, I guess, but I don't know if that's the kind of defense they play. I wouldn't say they have like a lockdown target style defense. They're just kind of like all around good. And it's my defense going against this fantastic offense, 2 of which Casey has. That Thursday night game might be the most impactful playoff Thursday night game ever. I mean, he's got Puka and Kyron Williams, and then I get the 3 guys like, ooh, we're going to know so much just based on that.
5 guys going on Thursday.
5 guys going on one Thursday. He gets DeAndre Swift on Saturday, and then we're just going to get Kittle on Monday against nobody. All over the place. I don't like it.
I find that Thursday night games are lower scoring.
I would say I would agree.
8 times out of 10.
I would say I agree with that.
I would just say sloppier football. Could that mean to lower scoring? Yeah, there's more injuries. There's less time to prep. Like, I think sometimes that could mean
it does seem like they don't move I don't know. Listen, I don't like it. Players don't like it, but I'll sit and watch.
I don't like it either, and I hate that it's this impactful. I really wish this game was not on Thursday.
I don't really see. I mean, and some of them though, Jay. I like. I don't know. They've paid off for you so well.
Yeah,
There's
and
no
that last
choices
flex
to
spot,
make, Jay.
that last flex spot's really up in the air for me. Harvey's
Okay.
been pretty good, but then you've got Evans, you got Watson.
Okay.
I don't know what's up. Like Evans is a little questionable. Like he's okay. I think is that neck injury that he was dealing with, but
Limited participant in practice.
yeah,
Yes,
just
you
that
wanna know.
collarbone neck, right?
Yep.
Big game for Tampa Bay, though. They need it.
No, but
Yeah.
Carolina has some really good cornerbacks.
Oh yeah, it'll be interesting.
I don't know. I hate it. I hate the decision. I just wish my bench was
Just
all
put
awful.
it. Just put in likely at 12:58 on Sunday, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, this is why I hate it, because the minute I make a decision, I'm an idiot. It's when I don't have decisions that my team suddenly was good.
Scarano, you ready with your pick?
All right. I'll say it. You want me to go
JT.
first?
I'm going JT.
I'm going Casey. They've just been so strong. And so, no, I don't want you to take any offense at all, Jay. I'm pulling for you 100%. But
Buddy, I know where you want to win.
That good.
I know who you want to win.
Yeah, I want you to win, JT. But I just think his team has really been that good. And
I'm right there with you, man.
Don't take offense. But I mean, like look at
the
some
best
of his
thing I have going
totals.
for me. The best thing I have going for me is that a lot of his guys are going against good defenses.
Okay.
Like the Cowboys are going against the Chargers. Defense has been pretty good lately.
Okay.
You know, I know they lost Parsons, but Swift is going against Green Bay. Myers is going against Denver. You know, you got Puka and Kyron against Seattle. Even Kittle going against Indy.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like, you know, Jags D against Denver. I think that's a bad matchup for him there too. So I have a bad defensive matchup, but so does he. At least Seattle's home. I do not feel confident. I felt better against Brian last week. I still didn't think I was going to necessarily guarantee win, of course, but I felt better just based on some of the things I see. But the best thing I have going for me is that Casey is not flush with great matchups. I got a little better. Like Baltimore, not a great defense for my Patriots quarterback. You know, I don't know.
Maybe a bounce back after that. I don't know. We'll see.
We saw New England's defense not so great last week, so I'm going to hope for that for Baltimore. You know, it's just I don't know. But I say that
you don't feel with a ton of confidence. So someone picking against you doesn't really, doesn't offend you there, buddy.
No, I don't. I mean, heck, I barely deserve to be here, so I'm lucky to make it to the Final Four.
There you are.
7-7. Started off 1-5.
Oh, there you are. He's already working on the show, man. I could see it. He's a couple Freudian slips there. I can't wait.
They're called stats. They're called stats.
Yeah, I mean, guys, just tell everyone it's prescribed viewing. The end of the year.
Tell everyone.
Prescribed viewing.
There's 3 people in the league that enjoy the stats, but I'm glad 2 of them are here.
Okay, man.
All right. It's gonna be very interesting because we either go with a, Collin going for his first time on the trophy matchup against, me or Casey, or you got Rachel going for a third time on the trophy against me or Casey. Like, there's some very intriguing matchups no matter how it ends up.
It'll be great. And even the consolation bracket in your situation, Matt, you could be out of the trophy here.
Can you imagine if it's Rachel, if you're still watching, if it's me versus you, Rachel, and it's me versus you for the championship, and we have a side bet that the winner forces the loser to withdraw their rule proposal for the kickoff.
Sounds like another bet to me. This bet is almost like cahoots here, but okay.
I don't know if she's still watching. If she's not, don't go telling her.
Unbelievable.
And wouldn't that be something though? That goes off the window if it's you versus Casey or Collin or whatever. Oh, she's away.
Oh, she's here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Okay. Any hot takes, Scarano?
I don't have a hot take or anything like this. The only thing I'll say is, and you could read that, is just keep an eye out because it might not be on the exact day that we normally go on the Wednesday for next week. Okay. Want me to read that aloud?
Yeah.
For the podcast? Start 2 wide receivers in non-PPR standard 6-point per TD. Jefferson versus the New York Giants. Sutton versus the Jags. Reed versus the Bears. Or Igbuka versus Carolina. I will likely sit BTJ versus Denver. and Rice versus the Titans as of now because of the concussion.
Yeah, Tamala, it doesn't look like he's. I mean, you don't know, but I know you have him in. He is potentially out here.
Yeah.
So pick two.
Ooh.
Pick two. Let's pick two.
I would pick Jefferson and Sutton.
I think Sutton is your for
Big
sure.
Sutton's a for sure. I don't like Jefferson, man. It's just been so bad for me. So
The
I'm
Giants
like,
are so bad though. They're booking flights.
all right, you convinced me. All right, you convinced me. All right, I'll
Like,
take it.
They fired their defensive coordinator.
Yep.
Like,
I'm in.
it's a hot mess.
Who do you
Egbuka
take,
seems
Jake?
to
Who
really hit a
do you
rookie
take,
wall. Egbuka hit the rookie wall, especially with Evans back. I don't know. Both Egbuka and Reed are in similar situations where there's just so many guys to throw to.
Mm-hmm.
But Jefferson has been such a bum. I think Sutton's your guarantee. I think that's your safest one.
Sutton's
I
for
think
sure.
if you get news that Rice is going to play, I think it's Sutton and Rice.
Okay.
And then
I can't see how this is relevant.
But
Wait.
I think this refers to you, JT.
Yeah, listen, Rachel, if you and I get to the championship, we can do a little side conversation here. I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done
Still
before we
need
get
some
to that
votes.
stage. Be
All
very
right.
interesting, though. It would really make the championship like perhaps
make
the
it
most impactful
fascinating.
one in the history of the league.
Maybe even a little thing on the plaque, like a little note.
I'll tell you what, we'll put it on the back.
There you go. There you go, buddy. All right, guys. With that, I think we're about to wrap it up here.
Trail.
Oh man, we're gonna need to change the rating on this show because of your song, Tamala.
Different song. Different song.
Oh, thank goodness. Granny can't listen to this one.
With your host JT, Mike, and Matt on the fantasy football. We call out we rules and we give random advice to people